All right, guys. Good morning. Let's wait just a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about the ES. We'll talk about the oil. See what's happening in the markets today. This morning we have a pretty good action from last night video that we were working on. So let's go and take a look at it to see what's going on. Okay, it's time to start the stream. Let me make sure. Okay, so 66, 41, 66. Let me take the screen out right now. Put this back up, guys, so I can see the participants on the screen. Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh, back printing 65 now, which is good. All right, it's time to go. Let's do the transition back to it. Okay. So what do we have on the ES? As you can see, I already did a couple of trades this morning. I done about 2 trades, one long from the 57s back to the 62s, and I did another one from 62 to 66. Currently, we're sitting right on the 66 level for the EMini. So what do we do now? Let me close this out. I was waiting for the 60 level. Actually, I just posted for the guys in the room that I was looking to add here at around here, down 62. So I just told the guys in the room on our chat, right at Discord, looking to add on the 62 to take it back to the 70s. You see the struggle here. Now we just opened D period and we're trying to stop one time framing lower. So D period, I mean, having this wide range, guys, let me blow this out a little bit. Check it out. Having this wide range from 41.78 all the way to 41.53, the initial balance is quite an impressive initial balance, just like the one that we had yesterday, where we were doing what? We did about 20, 30 points yesterday. Remember, yesterday was about 30 from 70 to the 36. So today we have now an initial balance from 41.53 all the way to 78. So pretty good chunk of it. I mean, you're talking about 30 plus initial balance, 30 plus points on that initial balance. So as we were coming down this morning, and this was on the video from last night, if you have not subscribed to YouTube, please go ahead and do. And also don't forget to click that little bell so you get notifications every time I post a brand new video. Video from last night, we were sitting right on 41.70, and the title of the video actually was whether or not we were going to repair the gap. You can see here for my guys in the room, are we going to repair this gap or not? The gap that I was referring to was the gap from 41.81 all the way to 41.70. As I was making the video last night, we were printing 41.70, and what I talked about on the video was the fact that we might have a good opening today, which wasn't that bad. I mean, we opened right at the top of the overnight high, but we did not test it. Instead, immediately the market started dropping all the way to previous day settle. So this was one of my first trade that I took this morning. Previous day settle. I knew the overnight was right underneath, so my first move was from the 57 to the 60 and change, 61 I believe it was, And my next one was when we came off, and I missed this move, by the way. I was just getting my coffee, and I missed this extension here below the overnight low, and quickly they bounce back from it. Look where we are right now, 41.70. So my order on these 60s might not even get there. So let me cancel this order and go look for this 66 long instead of waiting for the 60. We are now above the VWAP. It looks like we are going to go back to the open. I mean, the move is to take this ES back to 77, guys. So I don't want to miss that trade. Let me place one small trade right now at 67. Let's see if they're going to get my trade here. One at 67, and I'll get one at 66 if these guys retrace just a tiny bit as we are trading live. It appears they are not going to pull back. Let me see if they can pull back at least. Let me go back to my bookmap. So yes, right on bookmap, we see some support here. Supply at 41.67, some demand, excuse me, at 41.67. So let's see if they're gonna fill my order. I just placed it to go long that 67. See if they're gonna come and grab it. The next one will be, I'm probably gonna be adding some more if we drop to that 66. So let me, instead of going with two lots, I'll change this to one lot. Actually, I'm gonna place it right here. I don't need to do it on the chart. Come on. Place it right here to go long 67.25, and if I drop a little bit more, then I put one more at 62, which is the one that I was waiting for, just in case. I'll put it at 64, maybe 1 2 3, yeah, about 3 points of cushion here that I might have on this trade. So going long this 67, the target will be that 77 to capture those 10 points on that ES move. We are, even though this morning we did started this one time framing period, A period, and then you have B period, but then C was inside, completely inside of B period. So we have not stopped one time framing yet. Okay, we are still inside this initial balance range, like I told you. But the move is that if we go above this 41.72, which, by the way, we were stuck on this 41.67 for a while. And if you see the video from last night, I explained the reason why that number is important. And the next number that is really important is this green line, which is the 41.72, which to me is what gave us that 42.10, 42.11. So this is the value area low of a couple of weeks back, value that we found in the markets. So once we go above this 41.72, guys, is game over, and we will be targeting the day today's high, which will be 77.79 potential for the E-mini. Let's see if they're gonna fill my order. I still looking for the long trade on the ES, and once we get out of this previous day high, the previous day high is right there at 70, right? So once we get out of there, the target immediately becomes today's high, which is 79. I do not want to miss those $900 back to 78 or 77 on the ES. So pretty quiet today. I have a bunch of trades on my FNGUs. You guys know me, my TQQs, Boeing. I just got Boeing at 229s. My Baidu is coming back online. Baba is looking good. Coinbase, guys, if you guys traded at Coinbase yesterday, I have 15 shares, I believe, or 18 shares. Let me go look. I have 17 shares on the 277s Coinbase on my other account. Let me go back to Interactive Broker. Let me see. So yes, so I have about 17 and the 277 mark. So I'm making about $10 currently on this move. And those ones were bought yesterday when we were printing those 277 mark. I should have taken some money off the table because this morning they gave me back again the 277 for Coinbase. But nonetheless, I have a couple of trades on it. I just grabbed some more Boeing. You see me going long 229s. I got 30 again, got rid of them at 234. So yesterday, the one that I bought at 227, I collected $7 on that trade. I grab it back today again at 29, looking for again 34, maybe even 40 on this trade. I'm gonna let it run a little bit. My FNGU, I am still long on my FNGU. I bought about 500 shares on that. I'm long 29.50. Currently, we are at 29.60 on that particular trade. So a couple of trades that I have open. I have another trades open. I'll go into those a little bit later as we progress. T plus 2 for today. What is the T plus 2 for today? 41.83. So guys, ultimately we can go, once we pass this number, 72, we can go all the way to 41. Close the gap. First go to the open, which is 41.77. Then go back to the 81. Close this gap, right? Which is what I told you yesterday. There is a good chance that we're going to close it. And this morning, I mean, we kind of fell right at the open. The moment we open, the market started dropping. For a minute, I thought that they were going to go ahead and just close this baby and call it a day and then reverse. But they did not. So waiting mode, I mean, nothing to do. Quiet, steady. I mean, the market is not giving us these huge moves like yesterday of, 5 points in 2 minutes. Instead, now they are giving us these 5 points in about half an hour, 3 points in about half an hour. So we are waiting to see what's going to happen. As long as we are stuck here between 41.67 and 41.72, this tells me this volume, guys, I'm always looking at the volume. This volume eventually is going to rip higher back to the 41.79. In case you see the drop below D period, which is 64, let me enlarge this just a little bit for you to see. Okay. What is the low? 64 and change, I believe, is the low. Once you start seeing a drop below this D period, then I'll be concerned and probably start adding until I get to the value area low. If you look at the value area low, that was my first initial entry, 41.60, that I was telling the guys. Did they fill my order back in ES? Let me go check. Didn't I put it on 67? Oh, they have not come back to that 67. So we're still stuck on this 69. They gave me 68.50, but not 67. So my order is still here. I might start chasing this if move my order back to the 68. See, they haven't pulled back. If you look steadily, this is a 5-minute chart, by the way. Oh, this is the 1-minute chart, excuse me. Let me put it back in the 5 minutes for you to see the bigger picture. But yeah, look, now we're printing 71s. So let me show you what's going on here. You see how steadily now we are building this nice trend line, nice channel on the way up on the EMini. And these nice, beautiful, I mean, this is what I'm telling you, this is what the long was on the 62 that I took to 65 and change, is this candle, this reversal, I completely missed it. Completely missed the reversal. Those of you who know how I trade, I love to trade those cup up, the C cups. I love to trade the C cup and to take it back to, pretty good chunk of money. We are, yes, struggling above the VWAP, just a tiny bit above the VWAP, but nonetheless, this was such a great trade off those 62s back to the 70s. About 8 handles on that trade. Kudos to those of you who took this low. My first initial was only small on the 57s to the 62s. And this one, I completely missed it. So that's why I have to chase those 61s back to this 65 area, which was near the VWAP at that point. Now, looking to go long again on this 68, I just moved my order to 68. See if we can come back to VWAP and then retrace back to 77, which is the open, and then eventually print those 80s like I mentioned before. We just stopped one-time framing. If you look, the D period just made a move trying to stop the one-time framing, at least for the initial balance. This is just the one-time framing for the initial balance, A and B period. But now D, what is important about D is for us to hold this 64, right? So any longs that you take here, they could be short-lived. Just make sure you have a stop right below that low. I'm looking for the move back to the 41.80s. So let's see if this 70 pullback can give me my 41.68, and then go long on this 41.68. We have some good volume so far. Nasdaq, and let me see what it's going to do on the TQQs. TQQs 101.43s. Nasdaq kind of struggling. Nasdaq at the 600s. NQs now moving. Dow Jones making a complete U reversals on the Dow Jones. So is the oil. Oil dropped to the 66. Let me take you back to the oil. Oil went to the 66, guys, and I was trading the ES, so did not trade this oil today. And geez, we had another gap, by the way. So let me mark this quickly. It's closed. I believe we closed it. Oh no, we have not. So look at the gap that we have this morning for oil, right? Look from here, and we open at 66.58. But right after inventory, I start seeing a big drop on the D period. Look at this huge. So this one literally just closed. I think we missed it by one tick, 2 ticks. The low of the day is 65.82, and the top from yesterday is 65.80. So by 2 ticks, we have not closed the gap. Still, I like it, so I'm gonna leave it alone. It's only 2 ticks. I can have a reference in the back of my mind. So what are we looking for? We're looking for 67s back to 70 level. I mean, it's crazy how last week we were talking about the 62s, right? Recall that number, 62s. We were going long, and I am not going to be going long that heavy anymore on the oil. Instead, I'll be looking to go short a small, see if we can pull back from this 67 back to that 66 number, or even the previous day settle. So if I see this 66.75 again today, I'll be looking to go short a small 67. I know my risk. I'm not going to give it more than 50 cents in case we start pushing to those 68 numbers. But the inventory, I think, kind of built in from yesterday API. You guys recall that API number that I posted in the room, and we saw the jump from the 70s to 66.30, and then overnight we have this very prominent point of control from overnight. Overnight gave us the move above the 66.30, ultimately printing those 66.50s. As we opened this morning, we were just struggling for about the same level. If you look, 66.20, 66.50, as we open, just waiting for inventory. So what to look for now? It is a move back to this 77 and maybe start shorting this baby. See if we can get some money out of oil today. See if we can pull back to 66.59 again. I mean, even the value area high, guys, it was rejected so far during the E period. Value area high is 66.59. So let me go back to oil. Let's see what's happening on my oil trade. So here is my oil trade. Oops, excuse me. Here is the oil, and what I'm going to do is, oh, there you go. So here is my 5-minute chart, and it looks like they are pulling back already on this 44. So let me see if I can sell 46. Come on, push back a little bit. What do we have on oil? Look at the book map for my oil. 67. The reason, that's why I'm telling you, 66.70 will be the best place to be trading oil short, right around these HVNs, and then ride it all the way to 65.70, which is exactly the previous day settlement, right? 65.70. So I'll be looking to go short 46, and then I'm gonna add more if I get that 67 or if I get that 70 number. Man, it looks like they just rejected that 60, and we might be a little bit late on this. What is the value area low? Value area low is 65.20, 66.20, excuse me. So value area low is 66.20, and we're stuck between 66.60, and this was rejected. Right on the book map, this value area high was there at 66.60. So do I chase this or not? This is the moment of truth. I don't like chasing, but this 5 minutes looks okay. Could give us another push back up and get fill at 56. I mean, a 66.60. I'll move it just a tiny bit, see if I can get it right at the value area high. A little short of the value area high. I'm looking for 66.53, which is the value area high for the volume profile, not the TPOC. So I'll be going short oil. I'm gonna leave my order there. and I'll probably place a stop once I see 66, 80, 67. I don't want to risk more than maybe $600. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place an alert right here. Okay, see if this thing goes above 66.69 and get my target out. You know what? I think I have a bracket. The bracket that I always use is when I short, is for $1. So what I'm going to do is look at that 66.60 and then move my stop right at 67. There you go. So then I have my stop, and then I have my order on oil. See if it's going to work for today. I really want to capture those $1,000 back to 65.70 if we see it. My profit always $1, looking for $1,000 on as a reward for my trade. All right, back to the ES. Let's see what the ES is doing. Are we stuck on the ES still? Yep, it looks like 72 now. Became a small. We haven't printed 72, have we? No, not yet. So, but we are struggling on this ES. Let me put it back here. Get rid of that. So my order did not get filled. Oh man, small order that I have. But look at this printout. I mean, volume is drying out. 230s. Thank you. 230s on Boeing right now. That's good. 230s on Boeing. I have my order. I have my shares already, so I'm not worried. I'm looking for 35. So here goes 41.7250 now, printing value area high for the EMini. What is our target? If you guys took that long, the target is still 77. I was waiting for the 68 long, and my order is still sitting there. So I'm going to wait it out a little bit. If not, probably I'm going to miss this trade of the VWAP. This was the trade that I've been waiting for of the VWAP. But we have not have any shallow retracement yet of at least 2 or 3 points. And if this were to pull from 72, it will only give me 69. So I'll probably go chasing the 69s again. If you guys took that long as I was opening the room on the 68s, kudos to you guys. Pretty good. Now we are inside the gap. You know what I didn't realize is that we are now coming inside this gap range. So this can give us a move of testing, which I think they already did. And now the move is to take it back to 41.77. So 72.50. I'm going to cancel those two right now and maybe start looking for a move away from these 70s to take it back to the 77. Very nice move so far. Slow. Look at volume. Volume is dying down. A small volume, right? You see the volume and you see the divergence, right? Immediately, right? The biggest thing this morning was just this small, tiny inventory correction from yesterday and last night, right? Nothing more than that inventory correction. We are still inside the initial balance, so don't get all your eggs in one basket yet. We are not out of the bear cage yet. These guys are still in charge. Initial balance is really big. And one of the things that I told my guys in the room is, hey, you will probably be inside this initial balance for quite a while, right? Quite a while, because we're going to go back and forth between this wide balance that we have for the ES. It is understandable once you start getting those wide balances. Once you get more familiar with market profile, you will see how those come into play. Oil coming to 45. Did they print the 55? They print 50. So my order is still there. Let me move this out of the way because I have other things to look for here, such as Apple trade that we took last night on the 127s, printing now 129.59. What do we have on Boeing? Boeing 231 now. 230, excuse me, not 231s. So it's still going. I mean, if you guys took the trade, awesome. Again, my goal is to take it back to the 33.35. FNGU in the meantime is stuck at 29.56. And TQQ is still, I'm seeing it here, 101.17 on the TQQs. Okay, let's talk about AMC. AMC earnings today, I believe, after the close, today or tomorrow. Oh, earnings already. tomorrow at 4 p.m. So tomorrow after the close, earnings on AMC. Planning to go long on that AMC again on those $9 ranges that you guys see me taking. $9 to the $12, collecting about $3,000 on those AMC trades that you see me taking. GameStop yesterday, I did realize that I missed this 155. I mean, I saw it, was waiting for the 150, and look where we are now on GameStop, back at the 60 level. So kind of stupid of me not going long on those 55s yesterday, but it happens. I mean, we had so much yesterday on the entries, so much, right? Let's go back to ES. Let's see what are we doing now. Here is the pullback that I was telling you that I was expecting a small shallow retracement of those 72s. We printed those 72s. So let's see if VWAP is going to hold on this 67. And let's go back to my book map. And there you have it. Came back to the 68. Here is the 67. So I'll go look for 67s now in this pullback. This is the first one that we are getting right after that move out of the 62s to the 72s. That gave you a good chunk, about 10 points. What is halfback currently? I believe, what is my halfback? 41.67. So halfback is 50% of the range for today. All right, that's what is halfback, or some people call it the midpoint. Some people call it all kind of different names. The meaty, whatever you want to call it. For me, it's the halfback. It's right at 41.67. And that's where I'll probably be taking my next long trade back to those 72 so I can collect those $500. What did we do? Only 68? Did we print 68? No, we print 68.75 on this small, tiny retracement. Let's go back to the 1 minute. What exactly are these guys doing? What is my oil doing? Oh, man, look at the oil. Gosh, look at the oil. Did they fill my order? Anybody grab those 60s or 50s? Oh, man. So they only gave us 50. What a bastards. Not even 50. They gave us 47. And now back to the 66, which is exactly what I wanted to grab those. So where are we going back on oil, right? Like what did I said? We're going back to the value area low. That's why I wanted it to short this value area high and collect those $500 on oil. What a bastards. Let's leave it alone for now. Let's go back to the EMini. EMini is stuck. I mean, I think any trade that you take on this EMini, guys, you guys need to grind it. All right, this will be one of those grindy days for the EMini. This was a shallow retracement, like definitely 3 bars, 1, 2, 3 bars, and now you have this harami, boom, and gone. By the way, why didn't it? Give me 1 second. Oh, no wonder. It didn't mark it because I don't have it. There you go. Okay, so wow, that was pretty straightforward. Pullback from the 68s, from 72s to 68, 4 points, and boom, gone. Again, back to the 71s. We're gonna pull back a little bit. ABC, it would be nice for them to give me an ABC trade here. See if we can go back ABC and come to this 67, 66 level. And this is where the support was before we broke out of the VWAP. They're not giving it to us, so we might have to wait. If you're chasing these for 1 or 2 points, kudos to you guys grabbing that off VWAP back to the 72. I literally waited for my level to be hit on that 67. So I'm gonna place my order because I don't want to miss this 67, just in case we see it again. All right. All right. So it is 11:30. Okay. And I'll talk just a little bit. I'm going to leave my trades on the ES. And I'll give you some trades that I've been looking for, such as the 62 short that we did yesterday on the calls trade 62. My UVXY, someone just asked me on Twitter what happened to my UVXY trade. This is what happened to my UVXY trade, my friend. I am still short this baby. I mean, I really should have added another 2,000 shares at the $5. Even today, when they gave me the 470, I did not add. I'm still making money on that trade. UVXY, you never go long, you always go short. That's how you play volatility. Making about $200, not a lot of money. But waiting for $4.10 maybe to get rid of this trade. $4.10, maybe $4 even for my trade. And I have 50 lots short on the $5. So I'm making about $1,500 on those calls that I sold yesterday at 28 cents. You guys recall, I did that trade live with you guys as well. I am still short 30 and I still short 20 on Interactive Broker. 50 lots short, $5 call expiring tomorrow, Friday, excuse me. How much are those right now? Let me take a look. Expiring tomorrow, they are about 5 cents today, right? 5 cents. I sold them at 28 cents, making 23 profit on every lot. Apple sitting on the 129.70s. I will wait for the 127 once again if I need to reload more apples. Amazon not looking that great this morning, but bouncing off a little bit of the 3300s. We saw the 3300 print on Amazon and now coming back to 3320s. Now we're back at 3306, so we might give it a try and start going long 3300s on Amazon. Let me put it on the screen. Here it goes, Amazon 3308. Now I need to start closing my other trades such as SOXL. Those of you SOXLs, I'm still long $37. Did not add anything yesterday. Today they are about 35.30. FNGU, the best trade for you guys from yesterday. FNGU trade, they're doing really, really well. The Microsoft, I'm long 250s. Microsoft currently 248. And Baidu, I am long the 206, currently about 201.50 on those ones. What are we doing on Take Two? Take Two positive for today. Yesterday we were taking a bidding on that, on the Take Two. And Unity Software at $94. I think Unity has, as well as Take Two, earnings coming up. Unity Software earnings are May 11 and Take Two earnings are May 18. So we still have some times on that trade. Tesla, someone was asking me about the Tesla. Oh, wait, hold on. What happened to the EMini? EMini just went kaboom. Look, from that 70, that was the shallow retracement only. EMini, guys, did anyone took that long? That was very nice trade of the 68, excuse me. Pullback that they gave us. 6 points on that. Well, not bad at all. We just opened E period and the things just roll back to the open. So I'm missing this trade from the 67, 10 points so far. This was a good jump right here. And let's see if this is going to come back into play, this 71. This was the shallow retracement from that 72 to that 70 number. Not chasing this baby yet. What did they give us here? They gave us about 1.5 points. From 71 to 70, that was it. Wow. We still have this 68 here, and that's what I want to go long. This is the VWAP, so these guys know what the VWAP is. Let's put it on the screen and show you what's going to happen. 66.17 on that oil. Gosh, geez, Lou. It hurts just to see this freaking oil back at 17. That was the best trade on that 47 or 40, whatever, long. On the EMini and then short that oil. That was the best trade to be taken out today. Okay, let's look currently. EMini 74s. The open is still there, guys. I mean, those of you who follow that trade, kudos to you guys. Man, I should have taken that long. 70. Should have, would have, could have. Doesn't help. So that was a nice move. I completely did not realize we were back inside, and that was my bad. Once you are inside this gap, boom, your target is pretty straightforward. Market profile, such a beautiful thing. Back to 41.81. I hate the chasing. Now look at the oil dropping below value area low. They might make another push back up and go to the point of control at 66.33. Too late for me. I don't want to be trading for 10 ticks. Too much of a hassle. I have to be glued to the screen. I hate being glued to the screen. I'd rather take my levels, trade them, leave them on. So I'm going to observe only on this ES and just guide you through it. If you guys took that, man, awesome. Great job. Point of control is 67. Point of control. Value area high. Moving a little bit. The developing value area has moved just a tiny bit back to those 74s. 70%, that's what the value area means. 70% of business being traded here at the 74 level. Okay, 74. Geez, did I close my other lot? I guess, yes, I did close my other lot on Interactive Broker. Nothing to do for me on the EMini for now. Just look and wait. For me, it's just waiting mode because I missed a 68 move. This is a small move. And now back at 64. Nice $600. Very nice. Let's see what the book map is showing us. Let's see to the top. Do we have 81? I wonder if 81s are waiting for us. We have 70. Yes, we do have 81s. There they are. 80 right at the top of our gap. So the guys are waiting for us at the 80, right? There is some supply at 80. They are chasing this. Very steady. I love how the ES became steady after this 67. For a minute, my initial thought that they were going to pull back to the 60s. It did not happen. Too bad. One good sign was when we went over the D period on this 70, but it was such a shallow retracement. It was only 2 ticks, guys. I hate when these things happen because sometimes I'm not ready to pull the trigger. But look at what happened. Let me show you clearly. Look at what happened. And this was probably going to buy me for today. But I already make some good money overnight. Look at what happened. A, B, C, we are, one time framing lower. I mentioned that. D period, I told you. D period is stopping one time framing even though we are still inside the initial balance. But then this pullback from 73 only gave us back 2 ticks below it, which kind of, how the hell do you prepare for that? I mean, I was expecting a much bigger move, at least to the midpoint of D. It didn't come into play. Did not have, my order was here, right at 67, midpoint, half back. So nothing for me to do. The move is still to the top. We are not stopping until we get to 77. I might go back and place an order just for fun. Risk 300 to make 300. It's a 1-to-1. It can go to 72 or it can go back to 77. I hate taking 1-to-1 ratios. I like 2 or 3-to-1. Those are the best trades where you only risk very small and you collect that big chunk on the EMini. 74. Oh, darn it. Pull back just a bit for me. Is Bubble online? Let me see if Bubble can call his friends. So I have a nice guy who trades with us in the room, European, and oh, there you go. He just posted something. Yes, ES 47, 4167 long. Beautiful, brother. So you are online. Yeah, good job. Oil, you got some money on the oil. Wow, such a beautiful trade. Thank you for at least listening a little bit to Carlos. I really messed up, man, by not taking my long there on the 67 when we were stuck. This was my mistake. I already make tons, not a lot of money, but I make about a couple of $1,000 on it. Waiting mode for me. Grinding. This market's just grinding. 74.50 right now. Let's just wait. Let me look at oil. What is this baby oil doing? God damn, look at this oil. Son of a gun. Well, let me cancel my order. Let me go back to oil. What is my oil? Because my order is there doing nothing. No reason to have an order at 50s and the thing is 50 pips below it. Look at that. Right? Look at that trade. Perfect trade, right? Very nice trade. Very mechanical because I was expecting that retracement. And when the inventory came, I was with the freaking ES. So I saw it right on a blink of an eye how we dropped to 66 even. And now we're going back to 66 even. Actually, we dropped to 65.82. That's how we close this gap. Are we going there? Can I start taking small trade here? Okay, if I short, by the way, I'm gonna make another observation here on what's happening on oil. If I short this oil 66.20, which I'm about to probably pull my trigger on oil, my stop is going to be my point of control, which is 66.33. So I'll go looking short 66.20s for me to collect about $500 back to 65.82. All right, so there goes my trade. Let me go place it right now. I do not want to miss this baby. All right, there it goes, 66.20 short order. My stop 66.33. I do not want to risk more than the point of control in case these guys start going kaboom against me. 66.20 short on oil. See if that's going to come into place. This is, by the way, this is a very risky trade in the sense that we can easily go back inside value and go to the point of control. That's the main reason why I am having my stop right at the point of control, right? But if this goes from the 66.20, my target is about 50 ticks, $500 back to 65.80 number on oil. All right. Currently printing 66.12. Are we? Yeah, 66.12. And this is the 1 minute chart. Let me look at the volume. Volume drying out completely. They are trying to push. If they push here to the 66.20, they will get my order. That will be sweet. And then they can start reverse. We've been, since this value area low, we've been printing new lows, right? Look, new lows and new lows, 66.50, 66.37, and now the last one was 66.22, excuse me, on that oil trade. And the bastards are not gonna give me my trade. Look at this. They're trying to push and defend the 66. There could be a nice defend here on the 66 by the bulls and try to push it back to those 66.50. That's my only concern. That's why I'm going very, very small on this trade. Look at the ES guys back, getting close to that open. Those of you who took the long, Jesus, good job for you guys. Love it. I love to help you guys out. That 71 trade, even the 69 and the 70 was such a great trade. My interactive broker, I don't want to chase this sucker. So I hate to just wait, but there is nothing. Just wait. Once you make your money, nothing to do. Now, if you guys would like to learn about market profile, I am building now a 14-hour course. In the meantime, I'm waiting for a couple of editing on the videos. Oh, look at that, 41.77. 41.77. We just went back to the open. What did I tell you? We missed the open by one tick. All right. And now 41.80. Next stop 41.80 for EMini. I love it. Wow. Back to the open. They tag the open and retrace immediately. Who do you think is in charge today? Retail traders. Right? These guys, the floor traders, they know exactly what to do, when to do it, and where to go. Unless you've been in the floor, there is no other way for you to learn what you just witnessed. Back to the open, they tagged it, retrace it by one bit. And now the move, guys, is that my UVXY is making me good amount of money. I am so happy about that trade. And let's go by the oil. What is my baby? Oil. Oil. 66.10. I'm gonna put the EMini back online. So where are we going to pull back? If we were to pull back, anyone in shorting, I would not be shorting, but if anyone got out and reversed the 77, the only way and the only target you have is the midpoint and this high volume node around 41.74. No more than that. And I'm probably gonna wait, see if we can pull back to that 74.72. So looking good. I mean, great trading, guys. I mean, amazing. Kudos. 41.77. Money is money. Yes, money is money. That's right, Bubble. So this guy, by the way, those of you who follow me in the chat room on Discord, this guy is amazing, amazing, amazing. Bubble, he helped me out, put some couple of nice moves, nice entries every day. He trades the DAX. Are you trading the DAX today? I mean, I just saw something from the DAX, and I love this guy. I'm gonna call Infinity Futures, see if they can add me to the DAX, and I'm gonna start trading these Europeans. Lately, I mean, last time I traded the DAX was back in 2018. I haven't traded the DAX since then, but this was pretty interesting. What are we going to do with the DAX coming tomorrow, right? Are we going to reverse below the 15,000, or are we going to push and move away into those 15,500 on the DAX? Pretty good. Let's see if that's going to happen. Back to the tagging of the open. Right, next move. So what's happening now is that these guys, God, let me cancel these orders again. Orders again on 68, and this thing is 10 points above it. Why you have orders there? No reason. Dang it. Oil did not give me the 66.20. Now 66. Man, I don't want to chase because now look at my risk. Look at the whole risk that I have and my reward so small. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not taking it. I'm gonna wait it out. Same place, just waiting mode. What is my Boeing printing? 230s. Boeing is stuck at 230, guys. That's fine. Boeing is stuck at 230. So is Facebook. Facebook did not move today. I mean, technology kind of jumping like Apple jumped, but Facebook not moving. Baba, 30 cents. Come on. Baidu is up about $1. So, calls, I'll wait for 62. So what happened with my calls trade is that I always trade off the mornings. The moment these guys gap up, I'm taking short. That's my trade. What is my UVXY printing me? About 500 bucks already? Not yet. Money is money. I'm making 200 bucks while I'm sleeping. Right? Plus 890 on my options. Not a bad week, guys. We are having such a blast. I think last night, some of you guys printed about $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Bubble, you printed almost 8,000 euros, which is a great move. But look at this beauty. I love it. I love making money while sleeping. Love it. That's the best trade ever. Boeing, making some small potatoes. FNGU, let's see what FNGU is doing. Small potatoes as well for a nice maybe steak. Not even a nice steak. A steak is about $100, so not even for a nice steak. Okay, so one of the next moves, guys, I saw W, and I've been chasing this baby, and I'm glad, guys. I am glad that we analyzed these last week. Those of you who trade stocks, I'm gonna move a little bit into the stocks. If you are long the EMini, look for 41.79 as your first target. 41.80 your second target, about 3 points from where we are currently. Not a lot, not worth it for me. So next target on the E-mini, it is 41.79. Next one, 41.80, and eventually 41.84, which is the T plus 2. Let me show you what that looks like. T plus 2, 41.83. So I'm going to put it again on the screen. First target, 41.79. Second target, 41.81. Last target, 41.83 on the E-mini. Moving to the stocks, I'm going to talk about Wayfair. Wayfair earnings tomorrow. What did I say last week? I was concerned, and we've been trading this baby so much between the 300 and 340. I mean, we made such a good moves on these 310s back to the 340s. But then going into the end of April, you know, we start making these lower highs, and the last one was this 63.20. Hold on, I just got a message. I want to make sure that is not an alert from my task. Give me 1 second. Oh no, it's not. It's just bullcrap. Going back to this. So what did I said? I said last week, guys, I'm a little concerned about Wafer printing these new lows. And now look where we are. And I mark it for you guys. And I told you, if we keep breaking these 290s or 300s, we are going to go to this low, which was that 267s. Well, look where we are now, 267. This is the time. And now there are some couple of news coming online regarding the pandemic. And this was a pandemic play, by the way. So earnings coming tomorrow. Are we going to hold? I might make a move and do an iron condor on it before earnings this afternoon. I'll keep you posted on what is my play. I'll probably do an iron condor around the 330s and I do the 240s. So I give myself $30 cushion on this trade going into earnings. Looking at the 220, 210 this morning, they don't look that bad. Let me look at the 220, 210 expiring next week. Actually expiring 16 days, the 21st. 220, 210 is paying about $1.10 now. $1.20. Oops, excuse me. Let me delete this. I was about to do a stupid trade. Instead of buying, selling, I was buying. So I was wrong. So there you have it. I am collecting about $1,000 on this trade. Okay, let me move this a little bit out of the way. 220, 210 put credit spread. All right, 220. Now you are in 260. You're giving yourself an 80% chance of probability. 80% in your favor that this is going to work. 80%. I'm going to repeat that, an 80%. So I can collect $1,100. My break even is 218. Just in case we drop to the 218 after earnings, I am still protected. We can convert this to a back ratio and still make money on these put credit spreads. So I'll see if I can get more than $1.15 this afternoon. If I can get $1.25, I collect $1,250 out of this trade. All right, so this is the move that I'm planning to take. Let me save this baby, because if not, I'm going to forget it. I do open my credit spreads during the afternoon when I have more premium. So let's see if that's going to work. 79 coming up, first target that I just gave you on that ES. In the meantime, oil dropping to the 65. What a bastards. My trade, I mean, it was not their fault. I was waiting for the 66.20. And I think my order is still there. So what do we have now? 65.96. Very nice. First trade ES 41.79. Let me go back to the 1 minute on that oil trade. Beautiful. How they move away. Look, I placed my order. We only printed 6. By 4 ticks, they missed it. They printed 66.16 cents. And there is the target coming down to 65.80. Nice move. My orders today, I don't know why. I mean, especially after 10, 11-ish, I've been missing every single order by small moves in the market. That tells me I should not be trading anymore, because I already make my money in the morning. And I'm still making money on my other things, such as my UVXY. There you go, 65.85. Let me cancel this stupid order. All right, there you go, 65.85, 80 coming up. Poor low. We are about to make a poor low on that oil. I do not chase trades. One of the things you're going to learn from trading with me is I will give you any trade you want. I will give you everything. If you take it, good for you. But once I stuck to my trading, that's the only way I have become a consistent trader. No other way. I have my rules. I do not chase any setup. If the trade did not work the first place, I'm out of the freaking trade. I mean, my first trade back to the 67 today, for example, I got out 67. Yes, I did not reload those 70s and I missed these 8 points. So what? I don't care, but I am not going to break my rule. My rule was existent. I'm just going to be helping you guys. You guys can take the trade, your money, my money. I trade my money, you trade yours. But great setups for today. I mean, amazing. And now we're barely out of yesterday high, right? We are tag the overnight. Look who is in charge today, right? Remember, we tag the open, we retrace 2 points. Floor traders. We tag the overnight high, right? What do? We retrace 2 points. Floor traders. You need to learn to see who are you trading against, right? If you learn to do that using market profile, my God, you will make tons of money in the markets, tons. Nobody will be able to stop you and just give you levels that no one else understands, right? I don't pull levels just out of the BS. I'll give you straight up levels, right? You've been on the floor, you know those things. Now, the gap is about to be closed, and someone emailed me, not DM me on Twitter, well, we closed the gap. Is that bullish? Guys, I mean, the deep, why are you asking me, why are you asking me to go bullish at 41.80 when the move was yesterday at the 41.20? It's nonsense. Nonsense. I mean, you're bullish, that you were supposed to turn bullish, and this is something I have learned over the years, is that when everybody's panicking, that's when you are buying. That's why we made a killing yesterday from this 41.20 all the way to 41.50. Some of the guys, I think they took the trade to 41.56. I got out. My last trade was 41.44. We made a killing yesterday on this. I mean, a couple of guys made at least $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on these trades. Okay, my move yesterday, I got out right here, right at 44. That was my last move because I have to. I went out yesterday for an errand in the afternoon. Those of you who stayed to the close, I know some of you guys took the trade maybe back to the 56. So EMini this morning, it is everything posted in the room. Everything posted in the room, guys. Absolutely everything this morning. I said, here in the morning, we need to hold here. Look, for everyone in the room, we were right at the previous day low when I posted this. This was 10 a.m., guys, 10 a.m. this morning, and you had to see it in the charts, okay? 10 a.m. in the morning. What did I told you guys, right? I said this needs to hold right after, where is my 10 a.m.? 9:30, previous day, previous day, where was it? I just saw it. There you go. Right here, 10 a.m. Eastern, right? What did I say, guys? Right? Even though some of you guys were looking for the 41.50 with bubble, I told you guys, this previous day settled. It needs to hold, which was that 56 number, right? That 56 number. You knew where the overnight was, which was the 55. And that's why I said later on to the guys in the room, I took one trade. I made about 5 handles on that. And I said to the guys in the room, I missed the 41, but then I missed the 54s, excuse me, 54, 55. And here we go. We're back on those 64s. So as soon as we pulled back to the 62, I went long and I got out at the 67 on that trade. Since then, I have not taken another trade. My last trade was 67, so nothing to do. I missed just about 10 points on it, so screw it. But I've been helping you guys see the bigger picture. My job is to help you see the bigger picture. Next move is just to load up on my stocks, not load them up, but at least take some money off the table. Let me see, Boeing right at 230, UVXY maybe 235, yeah, 435. So look at the UVXY, right? Look at the UVXY trade. This thing's giving me about $250 already. Even without me trading the EMini, I'm still making 250. This is such a beautiful trade. Such a beautiful trade. My options are worth 3 cents now. 3 cents, guys. So kudos to those of you who follow that trade. If you traded stock with me yesterday, big kudos to you guys. What a beautiful reversal. I mean, you cannot get better than this. Look at that, 41.80 coming back as we are closing the room right now. We are going to close it's almost 1 hour streaming live for you guys. Don't forget, I am here in YouTube with you guys, live until noon every day. So nice, boom, 4180. Come on, give me 3 ticks and make my life better. This is going to be such a beautiful setup for those of you who still long this trade. My friend just texted me. I covered at 540 for $5, man. Thank you so much. I have a bunch of guys on Telegram giving me thanks for that trade. That was such a beautiful trade. UVXY, I might not even cover for 30. I'm gonna let this baby go to 410. I could cover half right now, maybe, in case the market pullbacks. But why? If the thing is working, why close it? No reason to close it. All right, no reason to close it. Let me go back to FNGU. What are we making in F? Oh, now we have a steak dinner on FNGU. Making about $100 on it. Not bad. Not bad. About oil. What about oil? God, look at oil. Oil back at 66, are we? Let's see what oil is doing. Yep. What did they give me? Poor law, right? Double bottom, 66.83. Let's go back to the profile and look at closely. I think that's a poor law. Yes. So what do we have now? Okay, so I'm about to close. It's almost 1 hour. It's actually 1 hour, guys. I am going to close the room, but I want you, before I close the room, I want you to see what's going on and what to expect out of the oil trade. And this trade, I will not miss it, because this is the best trade that I can take off right now. You do have a poor structure. This is a poor structure on the market profile. Wow, we printed. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. We have one lot here. Wow, we have one lot who traded at 65.82. How weak can this be? If we go through it, I mean, these stops are going to give me that 65.70 that I'm looking for oil before the end of the day. So here we go. I will give you the analysis on oil first before going to the EMini. EMini currently 79. Oil, back to oil. This GHI period, I want them to struggle going above the 66.15. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be shorting, and I'm telling you now, shorting that 66.15, which is the value area low. My stop again will be that 66.33, which is the point of control. My target is not going to be 65.80 anymore. It's not going to be the poor low. Instead, my target will be the previous day settle, 65.70, and even I can get back to that point of control from yesterday, which was 65.40, if I'm not mistaken. Let me put it back on the screen. 65.30. So there you have it. Okay, yeah, 65.40. Point of control from yesterday, about 65.38. There you have it. So that is the analysis. I will probably take a snapshot of this and post it in the room for the guys. But my trade is to short 66.20 again. Once I see it, stop right here. This is my stop, about 20 ticks, and here is my reward, about $800 all the way down to 65.70. As we come tonight for my recap, the video recap that I do, you will see my trade that happened on oil. All right, go back to the EMini, analyze it a little bit. I mean, you guys did really well on this EMini trade off those 70s. Even if you guys took that 74 to the 79, was such a good move. $500, easy money, just by being here with us in the room 1 hour. Currently printing 41.80. We left about 3 ticks to close the gap. Yesterday video, clearly on that yesterday video, I told you guys, hey, go look for potential moves into the, what do you call it? The 41.80.75 to close the gap. The title of the video, actually, that was the title of the video. Are we going to close this gap or not today? It was strange to me that we just dropped, but this was nothing more than inventory correction. What you saw this morning was nothing more than just inventory, a correction of inventory from yesterday. So wholesale yesterday load up from the 41.20s all the way to 41.50s and 70s. Today, they got rid of that inventory and reloaded at the previous day settle at 41.55. These guys on the floor are really sometimes predictable. So what is the title of the video from last night? Last night video, guys, will we repair the gap or not? This morning I was expecting, when we opened 77, I'm like, oh great, we are gonna repair it. And instead this guy, they just dropped the whole freaking bomb, the whole inventory in about 30 minutes. Good trading instead. I mean, I'd rather buy the 41.50 than buy the 41.80. So that's just my way of trading. You guys pick your own. So I'm going to leave you with that. Please, if you have not subscribed to ES Live 8, please go ahead and help me out. Help me reach those 1,000 subscribers that they are asking me for. And don't forget to give some thumbs up to these videos. If you guys are making money, please go ahead and join our Discord channel. Share your success while trading with us. I'll promise you there are going to be some more stocks coming up tomorrow. Some of the bunch of lists that I have coming up for tomorrow morning. And nothing. I mean, I will probably be closing in about 5 minutes. I want to see if this oil is going to give me my 66.15, 66.20 for me to go short. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and hit that notification bell after you subscribe to the channel so you can get those notifications every time I upload a video. Going for the EMini, I'll be waiting for the 74, see if we can pull back to this midpoint for me to start going long again with a tight stop. My stop is going to be 72. My reward is going to be 83. Okay, so this is my risk. Going long 74, and that is my reward back to the 83s. So I'll be placing a small order. I'm gonna wait for midpoint or the value area high touch on the EMini. Thank you guys so much for being here. Leave your comments down below the video or come back to our Discord channel if you would like to join us every day. Don't forget our website, eslive8.com. There you can go ahead and join us. We have a bunch of resources. You can join us on our Discord channel right at eslive8.chat. That will take you straight up to Discord, and you can join us right there. Remember, we have daily recaps. This one goes to YouTube, and you can go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Power Hour, every day at 11 a.m. And we are streaming live all day. Once you subscribe and become a premium member, you will have access to our Discord channel live screen share. Thank you guys. Take care. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow again in the trading room. Have a blessed day. I hope you guys made some pretty good money. Take care, guys. See you guys tomorrow.